while I'm getting some of the unpacking done and sorting out. So where I currently am living, this is only temporary. I never looked at it as anything long term, and I wouldn't. It wasn't right for me, but it was a good opportunity to go through. So to go through things and sort out what I had, which is what I wanted to do because I've always lived in really large places where I had separate dinings. Well, I've lived like this my entire life. We had family rooms, dining rooms, entertainment rooms. So you live like that when you're younger. You tend to live like that. Well, I'd like to. So, mum's house. Mum's got the formal lounge, like the formal lounge room, the everyday lounge room, the formal dining room, everyday lounge room. She's one person. She's got more dining tables, and I'm not knocking that because I think that's a nice lifestyle. That's what you're used to, then that's what you're used to. If you're not used to it, then you're not used to it. But I'm used to it. So, and you got the entertainment room. So you go into mum's, you've got like you walk into a tiny little foyer. It's not as big as the house we had in Sydney. We had a big foyer in the house in Sydney. But when you walk into it, geez, I'm getting off the subject here. But when you walk into it, you've got the massive, huge, long, formal lounge room to the right. And you know what? I'm looking at the space that I've got here, and mum's formal lounge room is twice the space I've got here. Easy. It's a lot wider because you've got so many lounge chairs in it. Anyway, then you've got the kitchen, dining room, family room. Off the family room, you've got the 10-seat entertainment room. Off that, you've got the cabana area. Then around the corner, you've got the don't scratch back stuff. My dog's scratching. Then you've got the other little sort of area as well, the dining table. So and it's not. I can't stand these leftists. They go, oh, but you accumulate, and this is like, no, this is a lifestyle. Okay, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that some people grew up with, that they're used to, and you can't project your beliefs onto somebody else because what works for you doesn't work for other people. That lifestyle works for me. That's what I had even in Sydney growing up. Dad's had the same. I don't know what's going on with Dad. I have no idea what's going on with Dad. Look, when I was moving into Woolloomooloo, there was some bullshit going on that I was smashing up furniture and throwing away. No, it wasn't. I had a little side table, right? And the leg on the side, that was really thin legs. It was a beautiful side table. The drawer was amazing, solid timber, but the legs never supported the weight of the tabletop, and it cracked under the weight, and they were useless, and they were nailed on. So I was actually smashing the legs off to buy new legs for it and keep the tabletop. And because I was getting, look, these ridiculous organisations were surveillancing me at the time. Somebody goes, he's smashing up his furniture. Oh, he's lost the plot. I'm like, I'm not smashing up furniture. I'm taking old legs off a table to put new legs onto it. Well, stop making up stories. The people that made up all these stories in the last 10 years, they need to be taken to court and charged. I'm sorry, but you spied into my apartment and made up a story with what you saw. It's like when I'm smoking a cigar and someone's going, oh, he's smoking ice. I'm like, why would you think a cigar's ice? Why would you think Nagili, an Arabic pipe's ice? Why would you think like this? Why would your mind go to drugs? Because all these people's minds go to drugs, and that's why I don't like the area I live in. You can't sit and relax. They've obviously got drug and alcohol issues. All these people in the last 10 years have obviously got issues. It's like, look, that's solely related to you. Don't project your issues onto me. I've had shit from Tamworth with this. Don't get me. I had some fucking fat loser called Michael Long, and as soon as he opened his mouth up, I was like, oh, fuck off. He knows the Rackleys, doesn't he? The Rackleys is my mum's second husband's family. So let me explain to you how our life was in Sydney. So, sorry, I'm going to move the camera there. The light's right in my eye. I should turn it off. And literally, I'm looking straight up at the ceiling light. And if you know me, I've got damage to my left eye, and it hurts a lot. So that's why the droopiness is in my left eye. So let me explain our lifestyle growing up with my father, Mark Fleming, the builder, and my mother, Carol Purdy, a paralegal. And you walked into our beautiful place that we had in Rooty Hill back then. And let me tell you, Rooty Hill today is not what it was back then. Back then, Rooty Hill was like Jurua. It was like living in the Hills District. Back then as well. The Hills District today is not the way it is back then. I mean, I used to ride my horse at Jamboree in Castle Hill. So you're going to have a look at, it was not far from Castle Hill Towers. I'm telling you, where Castle Hill Towers is, down the road at least, or not even 5 minutes down the road from there was a big Jamboree section for horse riding. So don't, like, people look at areas now in Sydney, I'm like, oh, fuck off. You're not, you know, It wasn't like that back then. Christ, where Homebush Bay is, that was all land. That was all sale yards. That was all horse studs. But that train station was there. That was a livestock train station. That Olympic Park train station has always been there. That was a livestock train station. You used to be able to put your horse on a train. Okay, so don't tell me you know Sydney because you've moved into Sydney in the last 20 years, or don't tell me you know Sydney because you're a plebetarian that grew up with, well, nowhere near what I had. Like people that you're projecting your life. You're a pleb. Oh, you're a pleb that grew up in Sydney, and I'm looking at these people going, okay, you think I'm lying about my upbringing, but let me tell you what, you would never have the money to have a horse like I've got in this photo riding around on. So don't start bullshitting my fucking life, mate. You're talking about Sydney through your eyes because you're poor. So you can only talk about Sydney to do with you, and you're poor. And your parents were poor. And your grandparents were poor. And you're a household. So don't fucking start shitting. And I never said my family were rich, but what I had was a father who was a builder and a mother that was a paralegal. What I had as grandparents was a grandmother that was a clerk, and Nan said she only gave up her job. When they were first married, they had two incomes coming in. Nan's job, she was working in Glebe as a clerk, which Nan used to say it was practically accountancy, like what accountants do today. And Pop was a butcher. So she said we had two wages coming in. We had two trades coming in, a clerk and a butcher, Justin. We had good money. Then when we had kids, there was none of this, like Dan said, there was none of this childcare. So I had to give up my job. And that was like a good part of the bread and butter was my job. But before we didn't, like if there was childcare when I was around, I wouldn't have given up my job. That's what Nan said. Lola, she goes, no, I would not, I would never have given up my job. We would have been very affluent, having two incomes coming in. So you got to look at it's not. I never said they're rich. And here's the thing: go back to my families, all their trades. Okay, because so you've got Reg and Lola. Reg was a butcher. Okay, Reg was a butcher, but his other jobs, what he did, racing horses, selling horses. He's from Balmain. Like this is where I'm getting at actually, because I've got Pop's jacket. That's why I've just actually unpacked, and I've got his jacket from Newtown. So Pop's from Balmain, but they all own horses in Sydney. And you hear people that, how'd they have horses in Sydney? It's like, because we have more money than you. The simple fact is we have more money than you. Suck it up. That's how we have horses in Sydney. There, simple. The simple factor is we had more money than you to be able to have horses. There, end of story. Okay, you're projecting your upbringing, which can fathom into my life at all. So, go back. Mark Ian Fleming's a builder. Carol Ann Purdy's a paralegal. Carol's Purdy. So Carol Purdy, my mother, her parents. So I'm not even going to bring up my dad's parents here because dad's so socialist, communist. Dad's side of the family. It pisses me off. But my mum's parents are capitalists. So my grandfather, Reg, worked to the day he fucking died. Wheeling, dealing, selling. So he was a butcher by trade. Then he worked doing the sales, buying and selling horses down in Homebush Bay. Then he worked for John Smales. He got John Smales out of bankruptcy when it was PJ Boats, which was on Ford Street, just off Sunny Hot Road in Blacktown, a big boat place. Then it turned to Family Boats there. John Smales will tell you. Then he worked for him and got money. Pop always worked. He worked more than one job going on the day. He'd get home and goes, I'll be off. I've got to do a business over here. I've got Charlie Sammet wants me to go do this. I'm off over here with Charlie Sammet. So that's what it was like growing up. So Pop's always working, income coming in. And they literally had a floor safe. Shut up, Carol. They had a floor safe in the laundry. They did. Because when they sold their house in Kerry Road, I wanted that floor safe. It was always wheeling and dealing, everything. Always worked. So that's why they had what they had. So don't start shit with me, Carol. The way she carries on, we were working class. Your own mother fucking used to want to smack you over the head when you said that. And Lola used to turn to Carol and goes, working class. Carol, working class, the people that pack my groceries down at the self-serve. That's exactly what Nan used to say. She always called Woolworths the self-serve. She goes, working class. We're not working class, Carol. People that are working class don't have horses, don't go to ballroom dancing lessons, and don't get tennis lessons. Okay? We're not working class. People that are working class, the ones that pack my groceries down at the self-serve, that's working class. Okay? That's what Nan used to always say to Mum. So fuck off, Carol, because seriously, after a while, your parents were sick of your bullshit, crying poor, and then you go to Mum's place. It's like, how many thoroughbred hacks do you have? You're poor. Sell a horse. Sell a horse then, Carol. If you got no mate, sell a fucking horse. Seriously. And that's what I get. So my horse, was only doing this video to do with Pop. But that thoroughbred hack there that I'm riding around on at Sydney Royal, that's me. At Sydney Royal. That horse I sold in, and this is what's pissing me off because the Crystal Decanter. I've got to chase up the stories about this Crystal Decanter. When Mum told me I had to sell my horse, and I owned it. It's my goddamn fucking horse. There we go. It's, Calf Line High. That's the horse I had. I owned this one. All the other horses were owned by my mother. That's my thoroughbred hack that I actually owned outright, and I paid. So yeah, I brought him, owned him. It was mine. Educated him, become a good Royal winner, and Mum made me sell him. So she comes down to my place in St Leonard's, right? It's my birthday, so she gives me this beautiful German Art Deco Crystal Decanter. Oh, it's stunning. I love it. You think it turned up in the move? No, didn't turn up in the move, and I absolutely fucking love it. It's one of the nicest presents besides the cigar humidor that my mother ever gave me, right? So she turns up, gives me this beautiful Art Deco gift. Like it's heavy as anything. It was stunning. Christ, I love it. And then in the same breath, she said, "You have to sell your horse." It's like, give it and take it away. Like that's just like, I was like, oh. She goes, "Justin, you're working all the time. You're not coming up here to work the horse. He's in prime show condition. You're not going to have it go to waste in the paddock." So, all right. So we'll sell it. So I made a comment years ago and said, "Oh, I sold my horse more than what my BMW was worth." What did we sell him for? 16,000 or something, I think. I don't know. Something like that. But it was a good chunk of money. Because I remember what happened to fucking this Indian bitch that used to work at Star Casino. Fucking jolly. Mate, she only got promotions because she was fucking Indian. Because that company sucks up the arse of equality. Seriously. Oh, fucking jolly with her arranged marriages. I tell you what, so I walked in one day and she's like, fuck, mate, she was an absolute fucking bitch. I can tell. Like, seriously. Like, used to project. She wanted India in Australia. Her attitude was, we all have to bow down to you. It's like, no, sorry, love. This is Australia. You've come to my country. It's Australia. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. And I'll tell you, who was the ones that was sort of on the side of that was Ainsley. Was it Ainsley? Is that not Ainsley? Hang on. I can't think of her name. Anyway, she married a Macedonian guy down in Wollongong. And we seen them, we're like, this is wrong. Like, they're coming in, preaching their shit into here. It's like, this is Sydney. Tourists don't come here to see India, okay? They come here to see Australia, right? But this is what, it's fine to have, and that's what she was like. She was the worst fucking supervisor. Just a nosy. She used to, like, this is what she used to do. So, Lagoon host desk, you had the little doorway from where the pigeonholes behind you in the offices, doorway out the front. She used to sit there and she would listen to everyone's conversations when we're talking and then reprimand you for what you're talking about. It's like, fuck off, you nosy little cunt from India. Fuck off back to India. Seriously, all the bullshit that the government rolls out to the freaking immigrants and gives Australians nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Anyway, so I walked in and she starts mouthing off to me one day and I've just said, you know what? I don't feel well. After you just abused me, I'm just going to take the week off work. So I walked out. I didn't. I was so pissed off. I went to the back office and spoke to Tony Pacello, my boss. I was fuming. I'm like, I don't need this. I just sold my horse. I did say that. I don't need this. I just sold my horse. Fuck off. I didn't leave work. I went out to the back office to the exec's office and spoke to Tony. He's like, what's going on? He goes, just ignore her. It's like, oh, she's done. I said, this is just wrong. Like they come in, like you hear her talk and she'd be like, her attitude with arranged marriages in India, it's this, and it's like, fuck off, you third world little fucking cunt. Seriously, this is Australia, okay, and you're getting everything handed to you on a fucking silver platter because you're Indian already, and we're here, like, working our ass off. Oh, she only got the supervisor job because of the whole equality shit. They had to put someone else up that was ethnic. It gives you the fucking shits when you're working for that company. It really does. Doesn't go on your performance. No, it goes on what nationality you are and what the government's rolling in at the time. Anyway, not going to sit there talking about that because I actually wanted to discuss my grandfather, Reg. because I unpacked his football jacket. So Pop played football for Balmain. He played football for Newtown. His mother, Lillian, still actually lived her life out in Newtown, but Pop always said she was from Paddington. Lillian passed away in Newtown too. Anyway, this is Mary Michalski was pissed off that I had this jacket. But can I tell you something? So when Pop died, okay, so this jacket, okay, this is Pop's, one of his blazers. We buried him in his black blazer that I think was the international one. This was his home one. Anyway, when he played football. So before Pop died, and that is where if Sam Delati wasn't so fucked in the head these days, he remember when I was living at Manly in Euroban Avenue, this used to hang in my bedroom. It used to hang up on the picture rail in my bedroom. When I moved, okay, so when I was when Michael Breen was renovating. This is why this went back to Nan and Pop's. So he was renovating the place. He was renovating the ceiling. There was all this plaster dust getting everywhere. So I was out at Nan and Pop's in Kerry Road, and I said, Pop, keep this in the wardrobe for me because where I'm living is renovating. I don't want to get him ruined. Then Pop died. Okay, so I took it. I already had the jacket. Then Denny goes, oh, when Pop died, oh, that belongs to Justin. Marianne fucking chucked the shit attack. I'm like, wait a minute. Nan, can you talk? She goes, Nan's like, let it go. I'm like, fucking sick and tired of Nan's bullshit of letting the baby cunt of the family, Marianne, oh, let her have a little temper tantrum. Oh, let's stamp our feet, Marianne, you fucking little cunt. Oh, she was having this big temper tantrum over it. And it's like, Pop already gave this to me. Pop gave this to me years ago. It's been hanging in my bedroom in Manly. I only brought it back over here so it wouldn't get dirty because Michael Breen's renovating. Fucking chucky little fat temper tantrum little cunt. So anyway, Pop gave it to me, not Denny, you fucking little cunt, Mary Michalski. I hate my mum's fucking sister. I'm sick of her. Seriously, because I'll tell you why. Because this shit used to go on, and Nan's like, shh, all right, you know, let her go. You know, she's the baby of the family. She's 12 years older than me. Sucking her fucking thumb, chucking the temper tantrums. Mary Michalski, fuck off. Seriously, I fucking can't stand the bitch. Anyway, oh, you should see her carrying on. Fuck off, you little cunt. That's Pop's. There you go. That's his little. That's the one. I mean, I've got to get it framed. Look at that, Max. And I've got his footy photos too. So Reg's. They go with that. Yeah, look, you get to the point. Seriously, you get fucking so sick of my mum's cunt, sister. I can tell you now. Like, honest to God, it got to the point in my lifestyle where, like, and I'll tell you, this is exactly what happened. While I'm finding Pop's photos here, Pop died November 2002. It was only a couple of months after Uncle Fred did. And he passed away in Concord Hospital. I nursed him till he passed away. Like, literally, he died in my arms, my grandfather. And as soon as he died, like the machine that he was hooked up to went flat, like the type thing. The nurse came in and turned on. Like literally, you were just watching a man die. Like you're just looking into his eyes, and he couldn't talk, couldn't breathe. He's just dying. He's literally just dying. So he knew what was going on, like around him. He like literally for hours, you're watching a man just die in your arms, and you can't do anything about it. Like he's literally just drifting away. But he was there. He was trying to stop dying. He was there. He could hear you. He just couldn't talk. They had him so drugged up with morphine. Bastards. But yeah, he's white cell, something to do with the radiation therapy. But anyway, yeah, like so, just literally like all night you're there, and he was just like he would just be like looking at you in the eyes. He's like trying to get the mask off. Anyway, which I think was cruel, having him die with a mask on his face. I think it was fucking cruel, to be honest. But, you know, what can I say when you've got the scummy cunts of purdy bitches always having their own way? You know, Pop had a gut for his fucking daughters years ago, and I've had a fucking gut for him. I can't stand him. Here he is. That's what I'm looking for now. So, that's where, there we go. There's a jacket. There's Reg just there. You can see. Sure, there. So where my finger is, that's Pop, that's Reg George Purdy. Right there. Gonna get that framed with the jacket one of these days. So yeah. That's when he played for Newtown. So he played for Newtown and he played for Balmain. Oh, my family's all from the inner city suburbs of Sydney. I don't know why people think otherwise. But they've never been told by me otherwise. They've been told exactly that. The truth is that they're from the inner city suburbs of Sydney and they moved. I can't see where Pop is in that photo. It's a little closer later. But anyway, I just saw a photo where so one day, because Mum was talking about them not having much growing up and just, we only ever had one good clove and all this bullshit. And Nan's like, I'm fucking, she said fucking, was it friggin'? Oh, friggin' rot. She goes, friggin' rot your mother. Goes on with one set of clothes. Justin, their wardrobe was full of friggin' clothes. They got everything money could buy. What friggin' rot your mother goes on with. That's how she said it. So Nan gave me a photo. I don't know, where's it taken here? I actually can't read the back of it, but anyway. Oh, Strand Arcade, is it? I think. Anyway. That is... So my name said, let me show you. They had the best quality of clothing growing up, Justin. So there's your mother. There's your mother who never had anything. Look at the coat she's wearing. There's Robin. I love Robin Lee, my lovely daughter. And there's Danny. And that's what Nan goes, you want that? You can have it. This is back when she's in Care Road. She goes, oh, yes. Oh, they grew up tattered and torn, those lot, didn't they? That's how, if you ask my lovely daughters, that's what they just say. Oh, just to ask them. Oh, yes. Oh, they grew up so bad. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. They just play this sympathy card like you want to be. They're just three fucking bitches, basically. There's three fucking bitches. So, yeah, that's them. So, there, and that's actually Pop at his butcher shop. That's Reg there at his butcher shop, and there's Uncle Fred. I'm going to leave the video there because I want it to upload under. Okay, there's Uncle Fred. Yeah, might be Auntie Mari actually, the little Nan. And these are all from Nan. That's Mum. Yeah, Mum was attached to one of the chickens that they had, and Pop killed it and cooked it for dinner. He just did things like that. That is Margaret Britt. Where is she? It looks like Margaret Britt there. I'll have to ask. She's still alive. That might be Margaret on the end. She used to play, what was it? She had one hit song called Substitute by Peaches. One of Mum's friends. One of her oldest friends, Margaret Britt. And can't remember what hack that was. That might have been King, actually. And to finish it off, because I'm going to store these photos away. Here we go. Chevron, Hilton in Sydney. My great grandmother was always up there floozing around, dancing her little heels off. And this is I was very close to my great grandmother. That is Mary, Big Nan, and my great uncle Fred, whose name's Leo Patrick Sayer. So leave it at. But I just wanted to do a quick video because I was unpacking and I found Pop's jacket. So thank God. That's there. And let's watch Marianne. Marianne have a little tuppy spit, the baby little cunt of the family. Oh, fuck off. You get to the point in your life where you get sick of hearing the shits like Robin Child's little pieces of shit kids. The way they go, the twins always got everything. We got nothing. Yeah, because Nan and Pop hated your fucking scrub as a kid. Robin, you're a scrubber. Your own father told me exactly what he felt about you in the year 2000. You're a fucking scrubber. And your fucking kids are fucking scrubbers. That Shane and Christy Childs are little scrubbing pieces of shit. Okay, that's why. Because you're a fucking scrubber and my grandparents, your parents, hated your fucking kids. Simple. Amanda and I was Nan and Pop's favourite. I was Nan's favourite and Amanda was Pop's favourite. They never made it a secret and it caused so many arguments. So as I've said to all these ridiculous organisations over the years, you do know that you're involving yourself in a family feud that's been going on for the entire life. from Marianne and Robin Charles and their fucking little cunts of children, you do know that this is a family feud that has been around since birth. It all started when Amanda and I was born. It has. So why don't you not get involved, you little fucking idiots of organisations? Because this is just a family feud and those little cunts of women have their nose out of joint. Again, they've always had their little nose out of joint. Oh, Robin Charles, the fucking cunt. I hate her guts. Nan used to ring me every time she left her place and say, I've had my lovely daughter over, Justin, my lovely daughter. Oh, Robin Lee's been here. And listen to what she said. I was like, that's fucking it, Nan. Right, I'm going to call her. Nan's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, because I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to call her. She's going to go off at me for telling you. They're going to stop me. You know what Marianne and Robin's like. They're going to stop me seeing you, Justin, and that's going to be the worst thing for me. Do you want that? I'm like, no, none. She goes, right. She goes, you're going to bite your tongue and keep the peace. When I'm dead, I don't care what you do. You can go after them all you want, but I'll tell you now, you are their whipping post. They make use out of you, and don't tell them your business. Never tell them how much money you've got in the bank. And that goes for your mother as well. And that's what she used to always say. You know, and that's like, all right. So I used to sit there through these most horrible fucking times with them just looking at my name going, like, this is all for you, you know that? This is all for you. I'll be looking at my name and be like this. She used to do this thing, or she used to squeeze my leg. Like this. Like, she could see me getting aggravated and she'd be like, squeeze my leg. I'm like, I want to fucking smack the shit out of your fucking daughter. I want to fuck. And Nan used to get like cheeky with it. Oh, she hated it. She had him, but like seriously, the amount of times I was there, because I used to live with Nan and Pop, and you'd be there and you'd hear it and be like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm just like, I've got to work soon, like whatever. Like the argument would start. One of them would ring the hall table where the telephone was sitting on in Kerry Road. Next minute you would hear Pop and he would be going off the head. The whole Kerry Road heard that fucking back door slam. The whole of fucking Kerry, you could hear it right up the top of Monash Road. You could hear that back door fucking slam. And he would be out the back screaming his goddamn fucking head off, going like an absolute insane, crazy man. And this was because of his daughters. And you'd be the same thing. I told you, Lola, control your daughters. And you'd hear Nan like go back, oh, Reg, I can't control them as much as I can control the weather. What do you want me to do? And then Nan would be all and start smoking a shitload. And be like, what does he want me to do, Justin? What can I do? Like, what can I do? I'm like, oh, no, and I'm sitting there going, Jesus fucking Christ, if you fucking cunt ring one more fucking time, I'm going to get a fucking shotgun and kill you. But don't take that literally, Pete, but that's what it was like. So you can imagine what these women have been like their entire fucking life. They are the most pieces of shit, 3 fucking cunts of women to ever be around. I am telling the truth. There's not one man alive that actually likes them. That you're not going to find one fucking man alive that's going to say a good word. That say, oh, they're enjoyable to be around. You go out there and find one man alive that's going to say, oh, those 3 purdy bitches are enjoyable. Fuck off. No, they're not. And neither is their fucking daughters. Okay? People ask, oh, you don't go up and visit? No. No, thanks. I don't want to. You know, I don't really need them in my life now my grandmother's dead. And honest to God, if they wanted to ever make themselves useful, they could have not caused 10 years of trouble in my life since 2015. There you go, make yourself useful. But they've got to always lie and they need it. They have to feel, oh, we're some fucking little cunt female, we're important. No, you're not. You're a troublemaking bitch, and you've always been a troublemaking bitch. I watched how you put my poor grandfather into a grave. I watched the arguments you caused my grandparents. I sat there while they were both come in after they calmed down. They were both, Pop was at the end of the dining table. Nan was sitting there. They started like calming each other down after just arguing over their 3 fucking daughters. I'm talking back as far as even like say year 2000. They're both calming down. Now they're both relaxed and start talking to each other. And Nan's like, Reg, do you want to make you a coffee? All right, Lola. Okay. And they'll start talking. It's like, I can't do anything, Reg. What do you want me to do? Okay? And Pops, I've had a gut for this, Lola. I have no peace in my life. I've had no peace in my life. And that's how I looked at my poor grandfather and thought, yeah, that man is just tortured ever since they had those fucking daughters. They're evil. They're fucking little evil cunts, and so is their fucking daughters. Oh, they start making up these stories now of, oh, mentally retarded shit. It's like, no, you are the problem. Do you understand? You, even then, will sit there and go, oh, they bullied Denny. Like, they bullied Denny as well. It's like, what do you, the way that they used to bully him and harass him, they're just horrible to men. And my daughters have something wrong with them that is evil to men. So they're horrible. They're fucking little cunts. I hate their guts. So we're back to you. So, and my twin sister's no different. My twin sister's no different the way she carries on. Her bullshit as well. Saying, oh, yeah, God, you're not too far from Carol and Marianne, are you? But that's all true. So, yeah, like poor Nan. Like, they'll be sitting there and they'll start telling me, so like, I'll tell you what this was like. And I'll tell you, let me tell you, Pop was the one that told me the year 2000. Oh, let me tell you about Robin Lee. Oh. And Pop actually said to me, and I'll leave it at that because it is 30 minutes. Don't want to keep the videos on the 30 minutes. Pop said to me, Mum, like Carolyn Purdy, my mother was his favourite, okay? Until she got with her. Because basically, when Carol was with my father, Mark Fleming, she was different. She dressed nicely, and you hear my mum go, oh yeah, I couldn't come home with chipped nail polish. I had to always look like a Barbie doll. The twins' father wanted me all made up with makeup all the time and nails done and looking immaculate. I had horses, and it's like, do you hear yourself, Carol? Do you hear yourself? A man wanted you to be taken care of, and he did take care of you. Do you hear what you are saying? He would pay for you to get your hair done. He would pay for you to get your nails done. Do you hear what you're saying? He wanted you to look presentable, and you're whinging about it? Christ, you are a fucking feminist. Christ, you three fucking cunt feminists are pieces of shit to have grown up around. Okay? So my grandfather, Reginald George Purdy, wanted my mother to at least be out of all his daughters to turn out like Julia, Mary, and Lola, basically. Wanted a nice lady as a daughter. Sent her off to tennis lessons, ballroom dancing lessons. They had the hacks, the horses. She did needlework, cooking. Still. Mum did, every time that was brought up, when Mum did cooking, Christ almighty. All she can do is stuff things. Stuffed tomatoes. Stuffed tomatoes are her best dish to go to. Or that tomato and zucchini dish she used to make. Apart from that, it was fettuccine boscaiolo is what it was. But it was like creamy. Like she used to make bacon, cream, fettuccine. The potatoes weren't cooked. You'd be there going, Mum, you've got to cook the potatoes more. Like, I was like, these fucking potatoes aren't cooked. Like, Jesus Christ, I cook better than... I used to come home and cook for her. Jesus bloody Christ... was it June in 2015? I was like, what are you doing? It's winter. I was like, oh, look, I'm going to go up to Kay's and get some... I drove up to Mum's just to cook his dinner. Like, seriously, it's like, oh, Christ almighty. So I actually just went and got some veal schnitzel on the bone, crumbed it with some fennel seeds, and cooked a nice dinner. Something that's to show, like, it's so, like, I don't understand. I'm going to even show my twin sister. She goes, I don't have time to cook like that. I'm like, time, Manda. Okay, it's flour, crumbs, eggs. In the crumbs, put fennel seeds, crushed fennel seeds. It's simple. Okay, there's the pork. It's tenderized. Just buy it tenderized. There, flour, egg, crumb in the pan. It's done. It's not that hard. If you want something simple to do it, do steamed beans and mashed potato. Like, I just did sauerkraut with it. Like, seriously. Like, you women just, it's like, you're feminists. They're feminists. And they're fucking a nightmare to be around. Where my nana was a lady, my great-grandmother was a lady. They're fucking feminist. I'll leave it at that. So, that's what it's like with them. They're man haters. Absolute man haters. I wake up every day of my entire life going, God bless, I'm born homosexual.